What is up, everyone? Multi-Apples here, bringing you another video. And today I will be playing Brunswick Pro Bowling. And while I'm doing that, I will be giving y'all my predictions for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. As I will probably only get a couple hints here. And my predictions for SummerSlam 2017. Which is tomorrow, and give me a moment to pull it up. And I'm in practice mode, by the way, for those of you that are wondering. See, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. Oh, dang, I only got one pin. The first match they have, well, it's between the first match they have listed for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. Will be Bobby Roode versus Drew McIntyre, in which I actually think Drew McIntyre will win. And I'm hoping Drew McIntyre will win because I hope that Bobby Roode will get called up to the main roster, as will Drew McIntyre when his reign ends as NXT champion. Then they have Asuka versus Ember Moon, in which I'm hoping Ember Moon will win. And Asuka will get called up to the main roster as well, although they need some more stars. So what I may do, like if I were them, is have Eric Young start a feud with Drew McIntyre, and then it'd be like Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott, and maybe sign some of the women from the Mae Young Classic to NXT and have them, build up the women's, continue building up the women's division there. The third match is actually the Authors of Pain with Paul Ellering versus Sanity. Well, it's Alexander Wolf and Killian Dane of Sanity with Eric Young and Nikki Cross. What I'll have is I'll probably have the Authors of Pain retained today, but I would eventually have both teams call up to the main roster. And then the fourth match they have is Aleister Black versus Hideo Itami. I actually want Hideo Itami to win, and I want Hideo Itami to actually get called up to the main roster. He's like him, along with Tian Bing and Killian Dane, are the three I want to get, and other than Billy Kay and Payne Royce and the other guys I mentioned that I want to get called up to called up to the main roster. The final match they have listed is Johnny Gargano versus Andrade Almas with Zelina Vega. I actually hope Johnny Gargano wins. Let me turn on my mic for a second. And that was a bad bowl. I got a gutter bowl there. So those are the 5 matches they have for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3. So my predictions for SummerSlam is, first they have on the pre-show they have Akira Tozawa with Titus O'Neil versus Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship, in which I think I'd book Akira Tozawa to win. But like at the next pay-per-view, I'd have Neville win. Then for the second match they have is a tag team match, the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. It is the New Day versus the Usos, and I would have the Usos win. The third match is a 6-man tag match between the Hardy Boys with Jason Jordan versus The Miz and The Miztourage. The Miztourage consists of Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, by the way. Yeah. So I'm actually going to give y'all the list of my predictions, the rest of them. So I think the Hardy Boys will win the 6-man tag. No, I'd actually have The Miz and The Miztourage win. And have the Usos win the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. On to the main show, they have Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman versus Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman in a fatal 4-way. What I'd do is I'd have Braun Strowman win it, but since Brock Lesnar's technically under contract, I'd have him make like a surprise return, maybe like Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble in a notable event. You have Naomi versus Natalya for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and I would have Naomi retain. For now. Well, no, let me scratch it. I'd actually have Natalya win. To have Natalya become the first woman to hold the Divas Championship and SmackDown Women's Championship. I'm only at 500, dang it, I can't buy any more equipment. Then you have Jinder Mahal with the Singh brothers versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I was originally going to have Shinsuke Nakamura win and then have Baron Corbin cash in, but sadly they had him cashed in, a failed cash in on SmackDown, this past SmackDown Live, which was stupid in my opinion. So I'd still have Shinsuke Nakamura win. Then you have AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship, in which I'd have I'd actually have AJ Styles retain. I was going to have the US Champion retain, so it'd be AJ Styles. But I'd much rather have AJ Styles win. Then they have Randy Orton versus Rusev, in which I'd have Rusev win. It's nice to see Randy Orton lose every once in a while in a non-title match as well. Then you have Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. I'd have this go to a no contest because I don't like either of them. Apologize if their gimmicks offend anyone. Then you have Big Show versus Cass. This is the order that's listed on Wikipedia, by the way. Big Show versus Big Cass with Enzo Amore suspended above the ring in a shark cage. I'd have Big Cass win. Then it'll be John Cena versus Baron Corbin. I'd have Baron Corbin win. And you have Cesaro and Sheamus versus Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championship, in which I'd have Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins win. Anyway, those are my predictions for this whole NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 3 and SummerSlam pay-per-view predictions. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. I hope y'all have a good one. Stay safe. God bless. Peace out. Love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces.